What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to A Certain Point of View, and we are beginning our week as we're here for some more match reactions, and we have a cool IG match to start off the week today. Greg Alba and SAUL, Quirky Mercs, and Den. Very, very exciting match. Obviously, SAUL, in his last match, KO'd Greg Alba's Real Rejects partner, John Humphrey. So he's going to be looking for that revenge. But before we get to anything, Schmoedown, we are here. It is just the three amigos today. Jill is off with the familia, hanging out on a Wednesday as she usually is. But Brian and Molly are here. How you guys doing?
Doing good. I was just, someone in the chat asked who has SAUL, and I was like frantically looking, and I was like, oh, I don't have either of them. So sadly,
I don't think I have either. I was looking. I don't even see who has. I don't even see anyone have.
Somewhat obviously.
Oh, Frank has SAUL.
Oh, great.
And
Great.
You have Greg Alba.
Great. Great.
Well,
So it's a Frank and Jake matchup.
Yeah. Jake has lots of confidence, clearly.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Sorry. I just got an email saying that the Apocalypse Twitter has been hacked, apparently. So that's what I'm dealing with over the phone right now.
What?
Yeah, so I don't know. Anyway, Greg Alba and SAUL. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Look, Greg Alba beat who did he play last time? Why am I blanking all of a sudden?
Taylor
Robinson, that's what it was. It was an incredibly fun matchup that they played in. And SAUL he's one of the more serious players we have in this league. He has called out plenty of players and actually the division, in fact, about kind of people coming in with a little bit of a jokey attitude sometimes. And he takes it very serious, and he kind of takes it to an offense if someone comes in with an attitude. And if there's someone that comes with an attitude, the prototypical example is Mr. Greg Alba. So this could be a very fiery matchup. Super interesting how this could go down. Both factions are kind of in the middle of the race at the moment, fighting for points. And also, as I put on earlier on Twitter, this is the first Wednesday we haven't had a Star Wars match in a while. So Molly will be playing today.
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna miss the Star Wars. Maybe it'll come up on the wheel or something. But
There's definitely a possibility. So maybe someone wants to do a flex in Star Wars.
Doubt it.
You never know.
I'm like already in study mode for whenever my next match is. Who knows when that'll be? So yeah, I'm happy to take a break and just do some normal IG stuff.
Mr. Brian, how's your week going?
Well, it didn't get as hot as I was expecting today, so that was nice.
Have you looked at the weather today?
Yeah, it's weird. It looks like it's gonna rain right now.
So about an hour ago, it was 103 degrees. It's now at 97 degrees.
Oh, well, then my apartment's been very nice to me. So,
Oof.
yeah, just driving around trying to find a new apartment all day. So that's not fun. But yeah, other than that, ready to get this going. Excited.
So should we get to some picks before we get to this match? Let's go and get to some picks. So mine's out in the open. Obviously, I'm not picking Frank's player, so I'm going Mr. Greg Alba. I don't know how much that's gonna hurt me because I was gonna pick SAUL until I remembered I had Greg Alba, so I'm going Greg Alba. But we'll see. Brian, I'll go back to you on who do you have?
Definitely SAUL. Just. Yeah.
Easy.
SAUL seems to be on a warpath. And I think he wants that belt just as badly as anyone in that division. And to be honest, I would not want to be in the way of him at this point in time. So that's why I would pick SAUL. And the Real Rejects are just so busy all the time. My Twitter constantly seeing a new video uploaded, which is great. But I don't know if that is something that will be conducive when you're playing someone like SAUL.
Yeah, so SAUL is like the prototypical IG player, right? He kind of has that mentality of the old school, like when Smets entered and when Kalinowski entered, and It's that very like I'm gonna stomp you with the knowledge that I have of all this stuff. And he's a solo IG player, which kind of comes into a big play as well. Molly, what about you?
I'm remembering how Saul has played in the past. And yeah, I'm going to go with Saul. I think he is really focused this season. Just like eyes on the prize. Just like, I mean, pretty much every other player is like that, but he seems just even more so like that this season. And not to say Greg Alba isn't, but he's a little more relaxed of a player, which I love to see. Doesn't mean he is less of a trivia player, but yeah, I'll be interested to see what they spin and how this match goes.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Saul has changed his outlook ever since he lost to Brandon Hanna last year. And granted, it was his debut match, but at the same time, it was also like, oh, you just put this guy on a warpath, and unfortunately, at the moment, the real rejects are in the way. So we shall see how this goes. With that, let's go ahead and
I was going to say they're very much opposite styles of player.
100%.
Complete opposite style.
100%. All right, let's see what this is all about. I don't know if we have a cutscene, but I'm going to go and bring it up and see if we have anything up top.
Schmoedown Universe.
And it looks like we don't. So I'm just going to go ahead and skip.
For season 8, they are able to enjoy the match. We have some of the.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a big Inner Geekdom fan.
What a cool background.
That's the website background.
Why? Because
that's smart.
Greg have a great relationship.
There are no
Ellis
cutscenes.
always.
Thank you, Leo.
Oh, a little too far. There we go. All right.
And your winner, this is Saul.
I said TKO. I didn't need the T.
Let's get transactional for a minute, huh? Let's make a deal. You see my face on a Schmoedown match thumbnail or an interview, you click on it. And this is what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you maximum trivia every single time.
Nothing spectacular to me happened here. I knew I was this good for a long time. I'm just glad some people maybe got a small glimpse of it, just getting back to the starting line with the rest.
I was going to say, was that me?
In that pursuit of chasing whoever's wearing that belt.
Swashbuckling adventure. And
that's an Inner Geekdom now?
Greg, he loves this stuff innately. He covers a lot of this stuff. Played pretty well in Inner Geekdom last year as well, so I thought it would be an even matchup.
Do you have preferences in terms of who you want to face next?
I'm just trying to, maybe I can verse myself. Is there a way to do that?
Not everyone can give you maximum trivia. Not everyone's brave enough to give it. Someone here today not willing to do that.
Like those guys do, I know they do review and study and they put some effort into it. But I mean, they're here to have a great time, and they certainly demonstrate that time and time again every time they compete.
No. Don't get it twisted. They want to win. They want to win just as much as me, but they want you to think they're not trying.
One day I hope to break out of Humphrey's shadow. Ever since he did that free-for-all, I've never broken out of a shadow.
We'll have you peeing on stages before they're ready for us.
I peed on stage trying to get out of that shadow. It didn't do anything.
I'm not going to play some game with you like that. Greg Alba should have never taken this match.
I cannot believe he didn't win Entrance of the Year for that.
This time,
I was
I'm going
shocked.
to give it to him worse. I'm making examples starting today. You're getting maximum trivia, Schmoedown, whether you like it or not. Saul Show, up next.
Hey. As we said, two very different outlooks. I will say, I do miss the Real Rejects as a team. I miss them as a team.
Oh, yeah.
So, as you see, the Saul Show, as you will, it has begun this season. He is ready to go. Oh, I'm winning. And let's get that belt. All
right.
He's here.
a whole lot. And rated infusing throat.
I hate that there's no preview. Gage from StreamYard, if you ever watch this, make there a preview box.
3 rounds in the Inner Geekdom division.
Maybe I'll just send you that quick clip so you can start making a preview box.
First, representing the Den with a record of 1 win and 1 defeat. This is the SAUL Show. This is
that his official nickname, the SAUL Show.
SAUL Show.
Good evening,
Maybe.
everybody. Welcome back to the SAUL Show. We got a special guest victim tonight, the other real reject guy, Greg Hardy or Greg Humphrey. One of the other one. The one I beat up last time isn't here. I got this next guy. Everyone, I'm sure, is very excited about this. What are you guys up to?
I kept thinking, like, what is that on the side of his screen? But it's his earphone wire.
Before your Brandon Hanna match.
Oh yeah, on the
that was gonna bug me.
Out against John Humphrey.
I thought it was a lightsaber.
Greg Alba's a different competitor than John Humphrey. Greg Alba has.
Well, luckily, when we go down to see the competitors, it's just a box, so that should be cut out.
So any different training that goes into it preparing for a guy like Greg Alba?
I love when he reads something and he just throws the card
train,
behind him.
I don't do that. I don't
One of the
go
best
down to
things
the
he
level
does.
of my competition. They had to come up to me. I train the same way for any opponent, whether it's Robert Parker, one of the real rejects, whoever who crosses my path. You're getting all of me the way I prepare. I'm not a peasant. I don't chase somebody. They chase me.
Nice.
Fair enough.
Okay.
He's
Kate
so
Mulligan
aggressive.
was able to chase you down, get you into the den. So let's talk about that faction and what you want to
Cue
do
the
to
washing
help your
machine.
faction out. What has the
Thanks,
relationship
washing
been like
machine.
between you and Kate that's gotten you to this point? You're a feared competitor in Inner Geekdom. How much of that do you attribute to your management?
As much of it as humanly possible. I don't know that it's almost symbiotic at this point. She is able to get me here and get me to that level I have to be at to destroy people. The communication's perfect, and we're in simpatico at all times. And without her, I'm a much lesser player.
All right. Well, good luck to you, Saul. We'll see you in just a moment as we bring in Greg Alba. And his opponent, representing the Quirky Mercs, with a record.
I can't help but bob my head every time I hear this.
One defeat.
It just makes me laugh.
It's so good.
He is Greg Idris Alba.
That's my record. Thanks for telling me. Awesome.
Well, be honest, you had no clue what your record was coming into this.
Nope. People were asking questions beforehand, and I was like, "You're asking the wrong guy." Right?
But I got to ask you, and I
Is that a
said
Daredevil hat?
going into this.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that helps
Cool.
you though prepare to this, because you've seen it so much, you've been around it since season 3, and you know how serious some people take it, and the fact that you just kind of, and it's not that you're not looking at these study and trying to win, but you just have this attitude of, hey, I'm playing, I'm answering questions, and let's have some fun. Do you think that that's helped you as opposed to getting too serious about it?
I'd say so. Like I'm always I have a little bit of anxiety before every match, but because I'm like, crap, maybe I should have studied. But, I think that I guess not really.
I will say though, if him and John both, because they are one of the biggest reactors on the planet when it comes to film stuff.
When I first thought of Schmoedown,
If they've gotten this far and have been this
fun show,
successful
and I've just
without
kinda had that
studying,
mentality since, so
giant
I feel like
kudos
Saul
to
really
them.
cares to win. So if Saul wins
Giant
and
kudos.
demolishes me, then all right, he's going to lead a happier life. For me, it doesn't really
That
make a
was
difference.
Alex when he first started playing Star Wars.
But I gotta say, Mark, I know.
Oh my gosh, I love his shirt. I just realized what it was. It was like the Friends flashback when Monica was fat.
And you kept on answering questions, and you kept getting it right. I think it's a way that you have trained yourself in order to.
Yeah, it's always
really
the ones who just have the natural knowledge to begin with to watch out for, because they're sneaky.
So I don't know, Mark. Go ahead.
We're on the same page here, Christian. I almost feel like Greg is
Stuart,
currently working on a
no.
book, a motivational
That's why
book
it makes
on
me
how to
laugh
care
even
less
more.
and thus
The music
win
fits the real
more. He's
rejects
caring
to a
less
T.
your secret
I saw
hidden
someone earlier say that
It's my weakness.
Saul
and
had
my
more
strength,
intensity
because
than
I would know more
all
if
of
I
the
cared
Mercs
more,
combined,
because
and
don't
I
care.
feel
I
like
think
that's a
sometimes it
true
allows
statement.
me- it keeps
Except
me
for
a
maybe
fan
Dimalanta.
of when I'm playing, keeps me a fan of movies.
True.
That's
And
true.
sometimes
But
there was a
Dimalanta's
point where I
even
studied
shifted down a
lot,
few
and I was
gears.
like, I'm
Yeah,
starting to hate
that's
movies
just Star Wars players in
just
general
because it's
have
becoming
to
old. And I
keep a
like
certain
when I
intensity
just
level.
enjoy this,
Yeah.
It's fun. It's all
Well,
fun.
it's working.
Saul really seems like he cares, you know. So let's all have. I didn't watch the match he did against John, but I heard he like demolished him.
Oh
so
boy.
awesome. Let's see how today goes. Let's see if I get any right.
Thank you too.
Oh, I
Greg,
love
and now
I
we
love
gotta
how
bring
much
back
it is
Saul.
love to be
All right,
here.
so
I
our
know.
I
contestants
love it.
are here.
I love it.
Saul, you got anything to say to Greg before we start going here? Or are you good?
I think he said everything. I don't think I can add any more to that. I think we've achieved exactly what we were looking for. Let's dance.
I'm ready.
All
I'm so happy. I'm so excited for you today.
He laughs just like Zach Burkett laughs.
So excited for you today.
Yeah.
All right. So our
Oh God.
competitors
Okay.
have
Well,
entered
this
our
shall be
competition. When is it
interesting,
about to
everybody.
begin? What do you got?
Two very different
Well,
species.
thank you so much to everyone who's been joining us. All 40 plus of you. If you guys have any questions, make sure you're leaving them in the chat, hitting that Streamlabs link. You can super chat it as well. We're going to be playing along whiteboard for whiteboard in the first round. Second and third round is just whoever can get it first. Complete shout outs, chaos, etc. Now that it's the three of us, and not just Brian and I, it'll definitely be a little bit more chaotic than it usually is. And Brian doesn't have to worry about a coin flip today. So there we go. And obviously, if you want to play along, you are more than welcome to in the chat as well. There is a delay, so you are free to do so. And then everybody, make sure you let us know who you think's going to win, if you have not seen it already.
At any point throughout the 3-round match. There is to be no urinating. Well, I guess we couldn't really tell if you could. So if you pee your pants, just...
Oh, my God.
All right. So we asked Greg, are you
Brian
ready?
Ward, I agree with you.
Yeah,
We need more
definitely
matches like
ready.
this.
Let's kick so much butt.
Saul, are you ready?
Yeah.
He's got one of those like big gallon water bottle things.
Schmoedown!
Where he has to drink it by a certain time.
Question number 1 in the Inner Geekdom division. We're going to start with the Alien and Predator franchise.
Ah, crap.
Who directed 1987's Predator?
Competitors scribbling it down, and this is where Greg Alba locks in just enough, Christian. Just enough.
Christopher, to answer your question, it's usually about 8 days after it drops on the pay-per-view. John McTiernan.
I don't know.
John McTiernan?
And Saul.
Oh, awesome.
And so you'll probably see it on Monday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday in that realm.
Right where we left off with Greg. And here we go.
I was making the last name.
And question 2. I wish Greg could play
to the category of Star Wars. It's way far.
Oh, don't yell
Hey,
at Molly.
okay, I'm not.
Star
Oh,
Wars films opening crawl text includes this ultimate weapon will spell certain doom for the small band of rebels struggling to restore freedom to the galaxy.
I'll tell you, it does make me wish that Greg Alba played every single
Tons
match
of
in the
crawl
Schmoedown, because
questions.
we would never have any stress as competitors, producers, anything, managers.
That means a
5,
lot.
4, 3, 2. It's the truth. 1. Hands down. Hands up.
Return of the Jedi.
And we start with
I put a New
Saul
Hope.
on this one.
oh, it's Richard.
Episode 4, New Hope.
It's incorrect. And
It
Oh,
said Return of the Jedi.
I didn't even notice his
Nice.
By
whiteboard.
1, 2, 1.
It's so
It's
teeny,
a-
yeah.
Remember his
Oh,
last
that's
match? He had the triple Ben Bateman
Don't worry,
one?
Saul, you're gonna like totally.
The one that like stood on the floor? And so now he went super small on this one.
oh.
I didn't even realize.
Batman.
Oh, cool.
In Batman Forever, Edward Nygma is a researcher working at what company when first introduced in the film?
Slingshot, Christian, a technique employed in Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby. Is that an Inner Geekdom movie?
No, but it should be.
I think
5,
this is one.
4, 3.
Thank you, Brian Ward, for that, by the way.
I'm
1,
just
pens down, hands up, please.
Acme?
Wayne Enterprises.
Starts with
Wayne.
Greg Alba.
Yeah.
I just put Wayne Corporation.
Wayne Corporation is not.
Yeah,
It's a Wayne,
that's
it's Wayne Tech, isn't it?
And
Wayne Enterprises.
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 yeah.
Wayne
It's
Enterprises
Damn.
is
So
correct.
close.
Wayne Enterprises is correct. All right, so we're tied up here. It's 2-2. And now we get to our next question. Question 4.
Yeah,
I wonder if it's been called something different in somewhere else though, because sometimes companies do it. Like LexCorp sometimes is called something else.
Who has an ex-girlfriend named Ellen Yee, who's a district attorney in Gotham City, appears in what DCEU movie?
So right now, our score is 2-2. Yes, 2-2. 2-2 between Saul and Alba.
I'm not writing the full title of this.
With 5.
Oh.
I'm not writing the full title.
I mean,
of this.
Yeah, I don't think they're requiring the full title.
I hope not.
Start with Saul.
Birds of Prey.
Later, Jason. Thanks for joining, man.
Idris Elba.
I was trying to write the whole thing, but yeah, Birds of Prey.
That's okay.
We'll
accept
Do you call him Idris Elba?
All right, this is question 5.
That's his nickname.
This is going to be to see if you guys can guess who said it.
I don't know what his nickname was
Which
beforehand.
adventurous hero said the line, "We do not follow maps to buried treasure, and X never, ever marks the spot."
What was the full name of that movie? It's Birds of Prey or The Fantabulous Emancipation of Harley Quinn, right?
Yeah. That is specifically in the rule book. You don't need that. 5, 4, 3, 2.
I should get a point.
1.
I don't know why
please.
I don't know why I was
Indy.
thinking Jack Sparrow.
I said Indiana
Actually,
Jones.
Brian, that's
You're right.
that could be a mix-up because he's
Indiana
talked
Jones.
about X marks the spots plenty of
4-4.
times in
4-4
Pirates.
to get to question 5. The scrap we thought we were going to see, we are seeing. Excuse me, question
Really?
6.
Okay.
Question
That means a lot.
We did think we were going to see a scrap today with 2 divergent strategies, and here's your next category. In the Wizarding World, in the Deathly Hallows Part 2, what does Neville pull the sword of Gryffindor from while standing up to Voldemort and the Death Eaters? Yikes.
I don't know if this is the name of it.
I didn't know if you were yikesing because of the question itself or because of
both
the circumstances inside.
Ooh.
5,
I don't know the official name of this.
3.
Unless it has another
1.
name, I think it's
Is it
the
the Sorting
Sorting
Hat?
Hat.
Oh, is that what it's called? Okay.
Sorting Hat.
Yeah.
Yes. And
It might have a much
Yeah, I
fancier
did not
magical
put that.
name,
Don't
but I
even
don't
let
know.
me, put
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Is it? That's what it's called in the movies, Brian?
Up by 1
Yep.
here. 5-4.
Just the
5-4.
Sorting
Now
Hat.
We're going to get to question 7 with Saul with a 1.
I wasn't sure if it was like the
Start-
house hat
excuse me,
or
we're gonna
like something
have
house.
Question 7 is animated.
Sorting.
Okay.
The characters King Kong, Sauron, and the Kraken appear in
Ooh.
which animated film?
I'd like to join that golf threesome, make it a foursome.
You'd be dead.
Got Benihana table.
5,
Oops.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Hands up, please.
The Lego Batman movie?
Batman.
I think it's the Lego Batman movie.
That
Yes,
whiteboard.
sir. And Saul.
I love the tiny whiteboard.
Yeah.
Okay. So
When is the
still
Kraken there?
Got Saul with 1.
I didn't know when the Kraken was. I
6-5,
only knew the first 2 characters.
6-5 as we get
Oh,
to
wait,
question 8.
I
Question
can't
8.
remember.
I
Almost
thought Ready Player One instead of until
That's
they
what I
said
was
animated.
thinking.
And until they said
Richard
animated.
E. Grant plays Dr. Xander
I knew Sauron was in it.
2010's Marvel comic-based film.
Oh. Which one would that be?
Richard
Oh, I know
Grant.
it. Oh, I think. All right, let's see what happens.
Oh.
Gonna be perfect.
4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down.
Is it First
Hands
Class?
up, and the
Logan.
the manic energy.
Oh,
Greg Alba goes
I don't even remember him in it.
He's the old scientist.
Saul, what do you got first here, buddy?
Logan.
Yes. And Greg.
Ah, yeah.
I remember
Talking about Logan.
Richard E.
All right,
Grant's
so it is
name
now
coming up and studying this
7-6.
movie.
7-6, and we get to question 8.
Do you know who he plays in Star
Question
Wars?
9. Question 9.
I do.
Yes.
Heroes and villains.
None of your
category.
business.
Brian.
Which
Brian.
comic book movie features
I
the
know.
villain Neville Sinclair, a Hollywood movie star who is secretly a
Ha!
Nazi agent?
Oh, PJ, you silly
Oh.
man.
Twist. What's a twist?
It's a pretty nutty twist.
Oops, I was
I might go watch this movie
Hope
tonight.
that's not true about
It's a
any of our
good movie.
stars.
This is fun.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Hands up, please.
Rocketeer.
Greg.
Rocketeer.
I've never seen this movie, but I said The Rocketeer.
Oh,
Hey, he's just like me.
Saul.
Awesome.
wait, Molly, you've never seen The Rocketeer?
Rocketeer.
Nope.
Oh.
Here it is. And
Maybe that could be our
the
watch
magic
along
of
this
Alba is still happening.
pretty good.
Saul with a 1-point lead here. 8-7. 8-7 as we get to our final question in round number 1.
Yeah, Christian, you almost expect Greg Alba to unzip whatever skin he's wearing and Stacey
Chuck, I hope you're
Howard
keeping
and
our
Josh
points.
McCool
Yep.
is actually
You are
wearing them.
designated mod today.
Serious.
I didn't tell you, though.
Oh, yeah, I haven't been
And we move on to your last
I think I've been
category
keeping
in
score.
round number 1. That's in the realm of comic book movies. And it is. The literary character of Mina Harker, played by Peter Wilson, appears in what 2000s comic book film?
2000.
The hell?
Mina Harker.
8-7.
Peter
Good
Wilson.
game so far.
Wilson.
Really
Mina Harker?
such different personalities, as you said. 5,
No.
3.
Can I? I'll use the GG.
Oh.
Why not?
Okay. Okay.
All right, 1,
Uh,
2,
2000.
Sure. Let's see what happens.
2 remaining categories: comic book movies. The
I'm gonna
question:
change my
the
answer,
literary character
actually.
of Mina Harker, played by Peter Wilson, appears in what 2000s comic book?
I don't know
film?
why this movie is shouting
Say,
out at me.
I have no idea.
Lois talking to Peter.
I have zero
Not.
clue.
It's Peter.
I thought you were trying to make a statement. 5,
I don't know if this came out in this era, but I'm just going to put it
2,
down.
1. Pens down.
Kick
hands up,
ass.
please. Pens
I
down.
put
I-
Electra.
Start with Saul.
Don't know.
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Oh, goodness.
Oh,
Would have never
I
pulled
got
that
the title
one.
wrong. No, I got it wrong.
All right, so Saul goes up there 9-7.
Chuck, I was joking, by the
9-7
way.
is
I was
the score
joking.
here. Saul seeing himself.
I just love seeing you
9
freak
points
out.
Here. 9-7, and now we get to round number 2. It's the wheel round, Mark.
All
It is
right.
the
Well,
wheel
how's
round.
everybody
We'll
doing
spin
without
through
Rachel
the
here?
game
How's everybody doing?
justice. Each competitor gets to spin
4.
with our
I
wheel.
think I
Once you
have
settle on a
6
realm, you'll hear
points.
5 questions
I-
in that
Nice.
particular genre. Each question worth 2 points.
I think you have
If you're not
7.
sure of the answer, you might
Do
wanna
I have
ask us
7?
multiple choice. We'll give you
I
4
missed
options. One of which
the
is the correct
first
answer.
one.
Might be a valuable tool because if you miss a question,
The League of
you,
Extraordinary
your
Gentlemen.
opponent
Wait.
can then steal it.
Yeah, I think I
And
have 7.
So Greg Alba playing
7
very
or
well,
8.
despite
I have
not thinking
9.
He would in round number
You can go off
1.
of
He's
that.
got 7 points, but it is Saul or the Saul Show. Do I have to call? I do have to call it the Saul Show. Has
Jesus,
a
Saul's like
2-point
staring
lead,
into my
so
soul right now.
Show, you have the option.
Oh, you
to
might
speak
have
first
8.
or defer to your opponent.
Maybe I do have 8.
I'll be spinning first, please. Thank you.
I think I only missed
Okay.
2.
Kate, 60 seconds to talk to Saul.
no,
And she's
Uh-oh.
Agreed, Billy. Agreed.
We appreciate you muting though.
Now you guys know it wasn't me sniffling. Time starts now. Thank you. I'm glad we agree on that. Saul, they've forgotten who this show is actually about, and it's you. I didn't forget. I know it's very charming, and he's a fun guy, but I see what you're doing here, which is you are just very quietly throwing your knowledge out there, and right now, Saulie, I could see it in your eyes. Forget about New Hope. I thought it was New Hope too. Okay, it's you're doing beautifully. How you doing?
God, he's so intense.
Let's just go. Let's go. I'll show you how to do it.
Let's go.
Let's spin this wheel.
Okay, yeah.
Goodness!
I figured. All right, let's spin
here-
this thing.
Here's the wheel. And here's the spin.
Saul's got
Ooh,
places to
interesting
be,
wheel.
Christian.
He wants to
Transformers.
be in the winner's circle.
Boo,
Seen
no
so
Star
much
You
Wars.
gotta spin the wheel.
Seen so much of TMNT.
He did it with his mind. There it goes.
so much. I feel like so
DC.
much of Alien, Predator.
Yeah.
We have.
And looks like
a lot of
we'll
Jurassic
land
Park.
On...
Oh, no.
Oh
Ooh.
boy.
What does he
Batman.
choose? Okay,
Batman,
there
let's
you
go.
go.
Batman,
Let's
please.
go, Batman.
All right, Batman
Holy
is
moly.
the
Have we
winner.
seen Batman picked yet?
All right, so now Saul has.
Have we seen it picked yet?
chosen Batman
I have
for
no
his
idea,
winner's choice,
but he
and
definitely
here
wants
is your
Batman.
first of 5
Clearly.
questions.
I mean, I'll
Here
take
you
Batman.
go.
All right, so this is where we go
Saul,
shout
how many
outs. So
films
good luck.
has Ben Affleck appeared in as Batman
4.
/ Bruce Wayne?
3.
I don't know. I just
think
tried to
it's-
be Jake.
3.
Yeah, I think it's 3.
3.
That's correct. 3
Darn.
points.
If you include both Justice Leagues, Brian, it is 4.
Kim Basinger plays which character in Batman?
Mickey Vale!
Mickey Vale!
First and
Ah,
last
crap.
name?
Vicky Vale.
Wait, Brian, what'd you say?
Catwoman. I
Oh,
was
okay.
just trying to say something.
Plays which role in
The Joker!
1976's
No.
Batman?
The Riddler!
Riddler.
Shit,
Oh, is it really?
it's the Riddler.
Oh my God.
Oh, I was gonna say Alfred.
Damn.
Who plays gangster Sal Maroni in The Dark Knight?
Oh, I don't know his name.
I don't either.
I know
I might be
exactly
able to.
his
I could
face.
see his face.
I might be able to get it multiple choice.
Eric
Perfect, 2 more
Roberts.
points. So
Okay.
Is
Okay.
question 4. And here is your
Damn it.
final
Jesus,
question.
he is
In
steamrolling
Batman
right now.
v Superman, the destruction of Metropolis, the film opens with, takes place how many months before the
2.
rest of the film is set?
That was my second guess.
10 months.
Multiple choice, please.
Oh,
Is it
Oh, he mad.
B, 15?
Oh, way off.
Oh,
D,
Oh
13?
no, he knew it and he's mad at himself.
It's correct for 1 point.
Jeez Louise.
Dang.
So Saul has a really good
Ooh, he's
round,
pissed.
really good round for Saul.
Oh,
He
goodness.
sees himself at the moment 18-7. 18-7.
While he's all
And
pissed
now
off, Greg.
Saul
That's
will
impressive.
Drop out. Coy will come in.
Coy, let's keep in mind, Batman should be a wheel of mine next time. You're
Coy's
on
muted
too. You're
too.
not paying attention, dude.
I listen to the rules. Okay, starting now. Yeah, we should definitely use that. I saw you.
I love that they both tell Christian starting now.
But dude, I gotta say, like when you watch The Legend of the Drunken Master, that guy wins the fights because he's not stiff as a board.
Coy
So
has
I'm
the
not
same
bad,
water bottle as
man.
Greg.
I feel bad. I
with
like
the
Saul,
time
and he
slots on
looks
it.
I'm
so
sure it's
upset.
coordinated.
You're just vibing, bro. I think you just keep vibing.
Oh yeah, we'll see what happens. It's an electronic wheel. Nice poster you got in the background.
We got the same water, dude.
I know, right? I don't. It like really helps out a lot. It's way better than chugging. How much time do we got left on this thing?
We know what we want on the wheel.
15.
We also know how to relax. Let's like stretch. Let's not hurt our backs. Let's just listen to this. You got 7 points easily. You would have had 8 if you got 1 word off. Let's just keep vibing, man. Let's get into it.
Shit happens. What are you gonna do? All right, let's
Play
do
this
it.
game.
Time with the beat.
I'm surprised they let that in.
Here is the wheel,
Usually they bleep it.
and here's the spin.
It's Greg.
That's
All right,
true.
so obviously Batman
Why do I feel like
on the
opponent's
wheel,
choice is
and
coming?
here's-
Oh no.
Next time.
Oh, that would
Damn.
no.
That
That would be
sucks.
opponent's choice.
And it
Okay,
looks like it's-
not opponent's.
Graphic
Ooh.
novels. Graphic novels.
That's amazing.
He
Oh.
just left.
We
the
just
game.
lost the player.
Oh no.
That's all right. Nope.
We need him.
Alba, not a fan.
Yes.
I said to hell with
Okay.
this game.
Greg, this is broad, which we've talked about the pros and cons of. There's a lot of stuff that does have, you know, your wheelbase, like your knowledge in there, but what's your instinct?
You feel like it'd be like more general questions or deeper questions?
I feel like it's broad strokes because of how many things are graphic novels, but I see your skepticism. I think your instinct have steered us right. You got 7 points by going with your gut. Do you want to spin again?
It's always exciting when you spin again, isn't
I
it?
mean,
Oh,
there's
God.
things we want more, and there's only a couple things we want less.
Oh God, here we
yeah,
go.
I mean, I feel like I could do graphic novels, but you know, screw it. Let's spin again. Let's see what happens.
I like the
All right.
wheel. It's exciting.
All right. Well, the wheel is being.
What is
spun,
happening
and
right
it's
now?
being
I'm
waved
committing
to
to
graphic-
Guys, fantasy
I have
points
made
are on the
my
line.
You have spun again. You're sticking with whatever the hell you get, Greg.
Stay at Jurassic Park.
I
Getting
think-
That was-
Jurassic
that was
Park.
a
Yes!
terrible call,
Ooh.
Greg. Saul,
Greg, you made a choice.
congratulations.
Oh
Hey, dinosaurs, focus, islands. We got this.
Let's do it.
All right.
Oh God, here we
There you
go.
Mark. He's
Here
gonna
we
get
go.
5 questions in Jurassic.
That's right. Jurassic Park is the questions. They're being asked to a guy who I think still wants to win. Greg, 5 questions. 2 points unless you need multiple choice. Your first one in the world of Jurassic Park. In the original Jurassic Park, what Disneyland theme park attraction does Malcolm reference when
Pirates of
he says
the
the
Caribbean.
ride breaks down?
Damn
and
it,
the
I said it
inhabitants
too
inside
slow.
eat the tourists?
Shit.
It's a small world.
Oh.
Hands up, Saul.
That is incorrect. So for a big 2-point steal here, Christian, so I'm going to repeat
I gotta
the
make up
question, and
for
you'll have your
not
opportunity
getting
to
any
answer.
Batman points.
In the original Jurassic Park, what Disneyland theme park attraction does Malcolm reference when he says if the ride breaks down, the inhabitants inside won't eat the tourists?
Unless I don't know if I got Riddler or
Pirates
not.
of
I
the
think you said
Caribbean.
it before.
That's a
You
big
got Riddler.
2-point steal.
Wow.
Oh, did I?
Did you really say that? Damn. I don't remember.
Uh-oh.
All right. So here's question
line.
2.
That's definitely not the first
Greg.
Disney thing
Second
that you
question
would
in
think
the
he would
Jurassic Park.
say.
Greg,
You would think like a
how many
roller
films
coaster
in
or
the Jurassic
something.
Park franchise has John
2.
Williams
Oh.
done the music for?
first
Yeah,
two.
it's the first one in Lost World.
Yeah, it's the first two.
I'll say
Yeah.
2.
And you'll get 2 points for saying that.
Nice.
Jurassic
Woo.
Park and The Lost
Jesus,
World
Greg.
are the two that John Williams has worked on so far. That might change.
I
No
knew
multiple
that
choice.
by heart. Oh my god, I committed that to memory a long time ago.
Like you did know
Being
that.
sassy now.
Of Saul's lead. You have 3 questions left. in
He's just here to
Jurassic
get
Park.
to
Here's
not be fine.
Question number 3. Which character in Jurassic Park said the line, T-Rex doesn't want to be fed, he wants
Alan
to hunt.
Grant.
Can't just
Yeah,
express
damn it,
65
it is
million
Alan Grant.
years of
You
I
guys
was
are
in my head.
finishing.
Go ahead, Brian. Sorry.
Oh no,
That's-
you guys! I can't read it fast enough.
I was.
I
the
go straight
first
to
thing-
the quotation marks and start reading from
That's
there. But yeah,
Good call. The first thing that popped in my head was Malcolm, but I was like, no, that's not Malcolm.
Second one.
The question.
And then I had to think of Alan Grant's name
Which character
before,
in
and then you
Jurassic Park
got
said
it.
the line, T-Rex doesn't want to be fed, he wants to hunt. Can't just suppress
I love
65
Jurassic
million
Park
years
so
of
much.
gut instinct.
Yeah. Very
I'm gonna
curious
take
how
a gamble. I'm gonna
Dominion
say
turns
Dr.
out.
Ian Malcolm.
Yeah.
That is incorrect. So
Okay,
far.
it's the other guy. All right.
It's the other
Go to
guy.
multiple choice. Well, I guess if he
Question for you.
knew it was one of those
Which
two, he
character
might
in
have
Jurassic
skipped
Yeah.
that
Park
one.
said the line, T-Rex doesn't want to be fed, he wants to hunt.
But
Can't
he's just
suppress
giving the
65
steals
million
away
years
at this
of gut
point.
Instinct.
Alan Grant.
Yep.
I've said the same quote about Christian, and that is correct. And all of a
Okay,
sudden,
we're now in
we find
knockout
ourselves
territory, and this
in
is terrifying
knockout
me.
Territory. Now, Alba does have 2 questions remaining.
Oh,
It's
God.
a 13-point lead, so Alba.
Did he TKO or knockout?
He KO'd Humphrey, so he could KO Alba as well.
Oh no.
Do I have to just get 2 multiple choices, right?
This is
No,
if
that's-
that were to
that's-
happen,
that's-
that would be great for his record.
Okay.
But
Yeah, you
All
got-
right.
So he needs
And
a
for the-
he needs a
Alright, alright.
2-pointer. He needs a 2-pointer.
Penultimate question in the realm of
Oh.
Jurassic
Or 2-1s.
In the
right?
Lost
No.
World,
Oh.
John Hammond says that he worked to keep the dinosaurs on
Oh,
Iowa
God.
soil safe.
Oh, I want to see
Multiple
5.
choice.
Multiple
I'll
choice
say
option
4.
For a point. Is it
That's-
A?
that's a
I'll
reason.
say
B,
I'll say
I'm not number
6.
C,
I'll say
5,
6.
or D, 6?
I'm pretty sure it's 5.
5.
Oh my god.
Highway of
Oh, my nails are
Is
energy.
it 3?
is
3. No, it's 5.
Wow.
Oh,
No,
four.
Greg just answered 5 and it was wrong.
Oh, is it not? What was it?
It was 3.
Four.
Oh.
Or
No,
4.
Leo
4,
says
sorry.
4. Yeah,
Oh,
Leo
I
says
meant
4.
four.
I get a point.
With a victory here over
Wow.
Oh, yoy.
What a
Wow.
performance
I just
once
lost
again
points in
by
fantasy.
Saul.
Thank you, Greg Alba.
2
Thank
knockouts.
you.
That's a
Put me in,
+1.
coach. I got
That is
15
so
points on that
big.
match.
You
Short
lost a
points
point
here
and
then now. That's
gave it to
4 because
Frank,
of the
too.
KO and a -1 for the Mercs. So
Wait, Molly, you
Saul
got
picking up
15?
A total of 8
Yep.
points this season
I
already.
got 15.
For the team.
Oh.
We're going to see in a moment with Jen.
That's
I
because
got
you beat
4.
me on those.
I
You
mean,
beat me
Saul
on those
failed
Jurassic
because
World
Greg was
questions
fighting back
or
with
Jurassic
Matt
Park
Carr, but
questions.
He knew it looked like he gambled. He knows that he gambled, and I'm sure we'll hear him
Wow.
talk about it in the post. But he gambled away from.
Oh my God!
from
Wow.
graphic
Okay.
novels, and
Well,
he said, he's like, I know graphic novels pretty well. I should stick with it. And then he.
this
he
is
even
the
yelled at
truest
himself.
statement
He's like,
that has
"Bad
been
move,
told.
Greg."
Thank you, Leo.
Yeah.
Mute your microphone.
Because he KO'd both
so
of
there
them.
was,
Jeez.
but either
Wow.
way,
Goodness.
Greg Alba here put on.
You wanna know
Good.
what's funny? Is I bet you Saul's going to be mad about how he did.
on shows, and I'm sure
100%.
it
100%.
happened very, very soon.
Let's find out.
To play me or what?
Oh,
Some of those
hold on.
answers. So I was getting frustrated, like those Jurassic Park questions, and I was like, even I knew some of those answers, so I was getting frustrated, like, did he come here to play me or what? What were you thinking during that round two?
I was laser focused on what was waiting for those steal opportunities. I was just doing what I do, and I was just too busy. You know, if that's what crack looks like, Coy, you get. I'm not gonna curse. I don't do that anymore.
I'm so scared.
I don't do that anymore.
But I tell you what, Coy, maybe if a couple of your competitors took this more seriously, you would have some victories or knockouts. Maybe that whole IG division on your team needs to take things a little more seriously. There's another clown on those quirky mercs that I'd like to get my hands on as well. I tell you what, the Schmoedown's a pretty big circus.
Is he talking about who? He's talking about Jesse?
Jesse?
Is he talking about Jesse?
He's the only IG left, isn't he?
That's what I was
Don't pick
thinking.
on
Yeah.
Jesse. He's barely played.
Yeah, he's a Schmoedown baby. Come on.
We definitely got the freak show here at Schmoedown, and we also got the clowns. And that's what Coy knows, and that's what you're feeding me, clowns. But I tell you what, I'm not going to get fat. I'm going to get lean, and I'm going to get stronger.
Look at
You wanna
Kate.
keep
She's just
feeding me
like,
these
yep,
clowns?
yep.
She's like,
Go
please
right
don't
ahead.
get me
I'm
in
gonna
trouble.
mop up the bloody ego stains on the floor after I'm done with them. Because this is the
Oh my
circus and I'm
God.
the lion. So you keep feeding me. Sorry, I guess I'm taking this a little too seriously.
Kate, that's 8 points for Saul in 2 matches. Like,
Wow.
did you
Wow.
know?
Dang.
I'm sure you knew he was a great player.
I
Did
don't-
you know he was capable.
He
I
just
wouldn't-
threw his water behind him.
He's gonna hold the belt this year.
I wouldn't want to play
That's the
Saul
second-
This is not-
in a
Jake,
Star
that's
Wars
like the
match.
second or third one he's done.
Here's the thing: people don't understand what's fun.
If Saul was
is going
if
perfect.
Saul was a Star
So
Wars
Saul didn't
competitor,
have
he
fun
takes the
today.
cake
Not
from
because
Andrew
this is a
DiMolanta
game,
with
it's fun, but
intensity.
he didn't go perfect.
Takes
I
the
guarantee you
cake.
What Saul's gonna do, even
Yeah,
after
and
he
like
knocked
Thomas
him out
is
today, is he's gonna go
he's
back
not really
and reread
intense, but he's just like laser
in
focused
the-
and,
Yeah,
and
he's
very
more
confident.
and he's gonna go
Yeah.
back. I know he's mad about he heard 18 months and knew it immediately. He's gonna go back and do that because that's how seriously this guy takes it. The amount of prep this guy did is just like it gets to this point where it's like, well, I guess you could have had a couple more fun days to yourself, Saul. You didn't have to work so hard on this one. It's just, to me, listen.
Real quick, I do want to read
and Saul
a
Saul's gonna have
Streamlabs that
fun
we
just
got. I know that we got a
stacking
super chat as well. I got to
I
make
had
sure I
fun
find
because
it.
we got another
from
win
the
over
great-
Mercs,
from the great Will Watson.
That feels
Um,
great. So,
Oh, it said
listen, this is my
Dungeon
guy. This is my guy
Takeover
that
on
was
Saturday's
really-
happy hour.
I took him first in round
Hashtag
2.
wheels is what it said.
There's no question to me.
So
Like,
thank you,
this is
Will,
my
as
guy.
always,
Look
for
at
your
So now you're
comments,
gonna get
sir.
the winner of either
Like,
I may
always
or may
gonna-
not
Performance
have
change
been
or Roses. Do you
messaging
have a
some
preference
more of my dungeon
guys?
people.
Oh,
I was
Saturday.
just to
Yeah, I
say,
wanna smash
Molly
that Moses
probably sent out
Uh-oh,
in the
whoa,
chat.
hold on.
Oh, if
Hold
he
on.
makes it that far, I would like to get a
Hold on. He
Do you
just
have
said
a
something.
preference here, guys?
Between Amaru and
Yeah, I want to smash that Moses punk.
That's who he was talking about,
If he
probably.
makes it that far, I would like
well,
to-
no, that's Finstocks.
Oh,
I'll
oh.
tell you, I was once upon a time a mouthy rookie, so I know what he's doing. I invented the role he's failing at right now. So yeah, I'll play the Ryan Lee for the Schmoedown right now.
Get him, Rue, get him.
Wow.
Andrew on my
Ryan
fantasy
Lee
team, get him.
reference. Oh, where have we found ourselves?
We'll be happy to have.
Thanks
any
for
opponent
coming.
That's formidable.
Yeah, I want Moses.
Okay, we'll be happy to have Moses.
Kate, you're
Kate.
still on for the ride, aren't you, at this point?
It's the best ride ever. It's the Pirates of the Caribbean, and the pirates may eat me. You know what I'm saying?
Godspeed. Well, congratulations on a great victory today, and now you have all this extra time on your hands because you didn't even go to round 3. So, congrats.
Jen, I
guys.
love what you do, but you haven't seen nothing yet. You think that was great? You ain't seen nothing yet. You stick around.
You don't have-
You sign up for the Saul show.
You don't have my address, right?
Nah.
No. All right.
Nah.
Back at the desk.
Yep.
Saul is happy,
Real
Saul
quick,
is
we did get a
bottom of
Streamlabs
10.
from
He's intense.
Sir
He's
Selvin
intense, and he's
Moreno.
ready to go, and
Hi,
He said, just
Selvin.
wanted to pop in and say hello to Jake, Molly, and
When she's
Brian,
at a loss
and the
for
rest of the
words,
View
you
crew.
know
Hope you're all
it's
having a
real
wonderful
because
Wednesday,
Saul
halfway
is,
through the
yeah,
week.
I mean, he's all business.
Yes,
And
thank
he's all business.
God,
He
halfway through the
is
week.
now
My eyes are
2-1.
heavy right
Hump
now,
day.
so
He
I am
looks
looking
scary.
forward to it being Friday
He
at
looks
some
real
point.
scary, and he's calling out the
Well,
winner
Saul
of
is
Amaru
Saul
and-
is
well,
quite
he's calling out
terrifying, you
Moses,
guys. He is
and
quite terrifying.
That's a battle that's kind of coming up really soon between.
In all of
This should be
Let's see what
good.
we got here.
over a didn't
Right.
get it, but
Corky Merckx, Greg Alba, and Coy Chandra standing by with Jen Sturgeon. Jen?
Well, guys, that happens.
The only time you'll see a KO followed by smiles.
Yeah.
That Jurassic Park, really? Come on, man. I was looking
There's
at some
so
of those
many
questions.
dinosaurs.
I was so
I love it.
I
Even
was
Jen's like,
shouting
come on, man.
Pirates of the Caribbean at my computer. Greg, what happened?
Poor guy.
You know, I'm busy.
I mean, he's
I
not
put in the
wrong.
work. We did go trending for the 5th time on YouTube this week, so I'm pretty happy about
Ah,
that.
good for them.
Did they
So,
really?
They
I don't
do
think
it
I'm
all the time. They're
God,
crushing
I don't
it.
think I'm subscribed to them. Let me fix that.
Yeah, their stuff is amazing. They crush it.
Like with my with
But
the
they also
real
run into a
rejects,
ton of
everything we
issues
do
with
is some
YouTube
comic
personally.
book and graphic novel related that I was like,
For like copyright
my
stuff.
career's been
Yeah.
so focused on.
Yeah, that happens when you
And
do
in all
reactions
sincerity,
to
you know,
official stuff.
like that dude is an intense man and he takes it so serious, and you got to respect the passion and the heat, and I'm not that guy. So if anyone deserves
Leo, to answer your question, I don't believe
here's
so.
the truth. If anyone deserves to win, I'm like, I'm glad it's him. I don't want to.
I think what Greg said
Leo,
is
that's
pretty,
him.
Yeah, well, I think what Greg said is also
I don't wanna
true.
deal with that.
He
Like,
is
that's
he
tough,
and
and I
John,
respect
that channel they run. They've talked about it. They stay up for hours and hours on end recording and editing and all that type of stuff. So
He made me a fan
sometimes
today.
it takes precedence, you know.
McCoy, did I get more points than John against Saul?
You got more points than John, man. And you
Oh my god.
I love it. He's like, well, at least I did that.
is yours. And frankly, I think we had a great time today, which was I always say I just want to hang out with Greg because I've missed Greg. It's been quarantine times. Greg and I are going to hang out soon in real life, but this was our first chance in a long time, and frankly, this is what we wanted to accomplish. So we love the Schmoedown's intensity.
I just
can't
recognized
match
Koi's
Saul's
toothless poster in the background, and I'm
intensity
so
in the
jealous
chat.
right now.
And he deserves it. Like, man, he works so hard. I hope he climbs to the top, man. He earned it.
Yeah.
So
at this point, I want him to hold the belt out of fear.
I would actually
What's
like
up?
to differ with you,
Fair.
Cole. You actually do have a lot of intensity, but I feel like your intensity is like one extra Red Bull intensity, whereas you know
Sure.
Saul's is more like I need a rage room and to beat someone's car in. Intensity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think my hyper focus is on like zealous fun, which conflicts directly with zealous like intense focus. Like if I focus that intensely, who knows what might happen? Like I don't think it's healthy for me with my 11 to go in that direction for the betterment of all mankind. So we played like Quirky Mercs today. Today was a Quirky Merc match. We did very well in the first round. He got one that was wrong by one word, which I totally understand. And I really appreciate the fact that we didn't let it affect us. Jurassic Park just wasn't our day. At the end of the day, Saul was the better player, and we got a bad second round, and he deserves that belt. Like, I'm excited to watch him climb to the top, because that was hardcore.
Yeah. Look, I feel like every time I've won, it's out of pure luck. Like, I don't know why Christian keeps inviting me back. I'm like, it's been so many years. I'm like, you're not going to put in the level of commitment that everyone else does.
You're invited back, Greg, because you're an absolute joy to watch play this game, even in defeat, because you have an amazing time while you're here. So that's why you get invited back. Pure entertainment value.
I've always loved the fun and the entertainment and the show, and you know, like I do gotta. Sometimes I feel like, you know, Christian's called me out on it. I feel like I can be a little disrespectful in the fact of how I don't take it as serious as everyone else. But to those who take it serious, like, that's awesome. That's great. You know, that level of passion is something that you got to admire. And yeah, so like, that's like when I love, literally me losing was, oh, thank God, I don't have to fight like someone like Parker or something. Like, it's just such a relief when you lose.
And to be honest, I want Greg on my team because I love watching him have those epiphanies. It is, like Mark said, watching every single question be a Stacey Howard pull. Every time he gets something, he doesn't believe it. His disbelief is my favorite part. So he's on the team not because I expect 100 points, it's because I expect 100 magic moments. And I got 100 magic moments today. And that's what I love about this sport is you get so many moments that are peak entertainment, peak joy. It's like watching a child discover the taste of peanut butter every moment. It's just like, how is this real? And
Interesting.
And I love it. I love it.
Interesting choice.
We got, like,
Who doesn't
Viviani
like
on the
peanut
team and
butter?
stuff. Let him do all the
I
work.
very much enjoy peanut butter. I've said it
Team
multiple
Alonso and
times. I don't like
Viviani
peanut butter
balance
flavored
with Greg
things.
Alba. It's important for my zen. My flow, the yin yang of my heart, and the
So
I
do
would
you not
happily
like-
grab a
some
spoonful of
Alba,
peanut
some
butter and
Monza, somewhere in the middle
and
is
get
really
that.
open
What's a
to hang
peanut
on.
butter flavored
Well,
thing?
tough loss today, gentlemen.
like peanut butter flavored granola
yeah.
bars
Sorry, I
or
really-
candy.
Do they not have peanut butter in them to make them taste like peanut butter?
The worst.
Well, no,
Alright,
I just I don't know what it is. It's
I'll
just
see you
Thank
again.
you,
the
Jen.
taste
Thank you.
and whatever I'm
Not
eating,
even
I guess
kidding.
doesn't
You
match
need
up
to get a shirt.
like I thought it
Hmm.
would. I guess.
I think it's
but
all
like I said,
mental at this
I
point.
get it. I get it from my dad. I'll scoop a spoonful of peanut butter out of the jar and just eat that. Like I'll eat that all day.
I do that too.
So it's definitely, I don't know. It's just something I've never really done. So anyway, Greg Alba gets KO'd by the SAUL Show, as he is now known. And that is 2 KOs in a row for one SAUL. And I don't know where that puts him as far as IG ranking, standings, etc. But
he's now in that match. Whoever wins between Rue and Moose for
and that I don't know if that would be a number 1 contenders match, but it's probably the match before the number 1 contenders match. I would imagine.
I mean, he deserves to be bumped up there at this point.
Yeah. The way he's been playing, like Coy said, I mean, he looks pretty scary. He looks very, very scary. So it's going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
So there you go. Thank you. So the match between SAUL and future winner will be a number 1 contenders match at Collision, it sounds like, which is that's pretty crazy. So
holy moly.
We'll see if it gets there. But I mean, look, as we've talked about with Greg Alba before, and even John Humphrey as well, we need people like them in this league to balance out the SAULs, right? To balance out the Ben Batemans or the John Rokas of the world that bring so much intensity. And it's nothing against them. That's how they approach the game, which is fine. They bring a certain intensity level to the game. And we need people like that to balance each other out, not just in matches like this, but just matches overall. And I don't want to see them go. And if they keep losing like this, I don't know what's going to happen, obviously. But it's a joy every time we see them just because it's so much fun. Like the amount of laughs we got from today's match alone in a KO match is very, very rare.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love seeing Greg Alba play and Humphrey play for that matter. Both of them are just a joy to watch play. And like you said, we need those kinds of people in the Schmoedown. I'm glad that Christian lets people like that stay in, because there's so much intensity in the game. I wanted to point out something that Kate pointed out about just the sheer amount of preparation that some competitors do for this game. And we've talked about it before. Like, there's not a lot of money involved. There's not a lot of money being thrown around for this. This isn't anyone's job. People do this just for like the notoriety and to like experience the win and to possibly get a shot at the belt, to possibly get your hands on the belt. There's a lot of prep that goes into this, and I struggle to say that there should be that much prep, but like that's just what the game has become at this point. And it is unfortunate that it's gotten so cutthroat and you have to spend so much time just like studying your butt off. And like Kate said, like giving up some fun days, the leading up to your next match because you have to study. It's a rough go for a lot of people, and there's a lot of studying involved. But man, SAUL definitely deserves some recognition for all the work that he's put in, and I'm excited to see him get a contender match.
Yeah, I think when he played last time, we had talked about, we want to see him play someone that is very focused, right? They can kind of give him a challenge. And it's not that Greg Alba can't give him a challenge, but Greg played someone that could have given SAUL a little bit more of a challenge just because that person had been studying, and Greg, like he had said, most of the time it's just off of base knowledge for him, and he gets questions that he liked. I'm looking forward to what happens next because SAUL will be facing someone that is focused on the IG division and playing. And again, it's nothing against Greg or John, but now that he does have these 2 KOs in a row, that he's gone through the kind of bottom tier of the IG division, Give him someone that's going to give him a challenge. Give him someone who's going to stay with him as he's answering these questions. And I'm excited that it's going to be one of these two rookies who impressed very strongly in their debut matches. One of them being a number one draft pick. So it definitely should be interesting, and it's a highlighted event at Collision, which is a big deal as well. Brian, what you say about all this, man? The studying, the match, the competitiveness, everything that Saul does, everything that Greg does. What do you got?
Well, Saul clearly wants the belt. Like that is his end game. That is his goal. And get out of his way. That's kind of what mentality I'm seeing coming from him. Greg's there to be Greg, and that's what we love about Greg.
Also a great point.
Yeah. I mean, who? Maybe
we should have Greg on this show.
That'd be fun. It does come back to bite the Mercs because that's a couple points they've lost via that new rule. I won't say that, but we all love seeing them. I mean, unless you're a grumpy stickler that just is here for like pure trivia and winning, like
which there are people who skip the character stuff and that type of stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
But with them, you're gonna get a fun time. So I enjoy seeing them. That's just me. If they win, great. Hopefully it's not against someone that I like love, but if they lose, I'm not going to be shocked, devastated.
They're not ever going to be title contenders is what you were trying to say.
No. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, I love having them. Saul looks like he's on a one-way ticket to a belt at this point. I'm very curious to see who he plays coming out of that next match.
Is that match next week?
I believe
or is it the week after? It's one of the two, right? How many weeks left in June? We have 2?
Yes.
2 weeks. Okay. Well, a week and a half, yeah.
Week and a half? Okay. I think it might be next week. And if Amaro, you're still in the chat, let us know. But I think it's next week.
So I'm very curious to see who comes out the 25th. So next week. Yeah. So wait, no, that's 2 weeks.
No, that's next Friday.
Week. That's week. Jesus. Math. So yeah, very excited to see that match. Saul scares me.
That's fair. He obviously scares a lot of people. All right. Well, that's going to wrap up today's reaction, everybody. We will be back tomorrow. And tomorrow's match is a really good match. An incredibly good rookie matchup between two winners. And that is Griffey Nooms and Jacoby Bancroft. That match is going to be crazy. It's going to be really, really good. Jill will be back with us, and we will be here doing a reaction to that one. FinSock Exchange and the Stars. So we got Roxy and Gucci, and two rookies who showed up big time in their debut matches, and also played very well in the free for all as well. The second time that we saw them, so we'll get to see them again tomorrow, right back here, 6:00 Pacific. A few things before we get out of here, everybody. Just a reminder, to everybody watching this Saturday, Molly and Jill will be joined by a fellow dungeon head, Mr. Robert Parker, at 5:00 Pacific for happy hour on Saturday. A lot of cool things coming for the show. And as Molly mentioned during the show, it could possibly be a complete takeover by one certain faction because of this reason. So look out.
I just realized my lights match the logo.
Oh, like perfectly.
Well, thank you, Mr. Brian Ward, for that one. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah. So look out for that. You might end up seeing a lot of faces on that one, not just Parker, but Parker definitely is the headliner. You'll see him for a bit. Maybe some magic, maybe some comedy. Don't know. Who knows? The signature drink for all of you who are over 21 will be released tomorrow on Twitter. We will post it in our Discord, and if you want to be a part of that Discord, check out our Patreon. For the $1 tier, you can join our Discord with all the fancy View Crew people in there who like to bring the chaos every single day and have a lot of fun conversations in there. We're also having a watch along that's coming up very, very soon as well. And then all of the stuff in the description below for all that good stuff. So again, tomorrow, right back here, 6 o'clock Pacific, with Jill, all 4 of us doing a reaction and play along. And until then, we'll see you then.